Hello everybody and welcome back to Larry's Labs YouTube channel. As you may know, the new version 3.5.15 has been released, and here we go into list the most important features and changes. As not all the features and corrections will be discussed in this video, you're welcome to check the full list of changes in the release notes. Check out our Facebook and LinkedIn pages to learn more about our life and business. The new parameter sub-choices used for routing has been added to voice, routing rules available for static choices only. It indicates the number of vendors that can be used by the routing module. The share % parameter must be filled from the same choice. The parameter value must not exceed the number of specified vendors. The probability is calculated as follows. Suppose 3 vendors are configured, and the parameter sub-choices used for routing is set to 3, with respective share % values of 50%, 40%, and 10%. Suppose the second vendor is selected for routing. Then the probability of selection of the remaining 2 will be calculated as 50 divided by the sum of 10 and 50, and 10 divided by the sum of 10 and 50 respectively. Emails in the center column of Administration Email Processing Rules Letters tab sheet are now displayed as a hyperlink. A click on the link opens an email client. This allows the user to easily respond to emails. The new control replace product has been added to voice, routing rules. It serves to replace one product with another in all available routing rules. The control opens a dialog box that prompts the user to select the context, the product to be replaced, and the new product. The data storage period of the CDR file status administration report is now controlled by the parameter log store period days, administration system settings common. Previously, the data was stored for 14 days. The new marker, which you can see on the screen, has been added to the blended routing rule change letter. It is substituted by the table of changes in a blended routing rule. The system now allows creating routing rules based on rates generated in the rate compilation interface. For this purpose, the new control Generate Routing Rules has been added to voice, rates, rate plan creation, rate compilation. The control opens a dialog box that prompts the user to specify the priority of the rules and flag to enable them. The rules will be created in a dedicated context. The number of vendor choices is controlled by the parameter maximum choices in auto-generated rules from 0 to 10 in administration system settings. The products fields in voice, routing rules, and voice, routing, blended routing now display only products that have associated points of interconnection. Products with no associated points of interconnection cannot be used for routing. It is now possible to filter incoming CDRs by the fields that are not imported to the system. For example, suppose a field indicates the CDR type, interim or final. This field is not imported in the system as the system doesn't store this information, but suppose the interim CDRs must be ignored. In this case, the new filter will help. To configure the filter, contact the Alaris technical support team and communicate the code BZ29341. For better usability, the controls number of points of interconnection and set point of interconnection routing priorities are now located next to each other in the Add Edit panel of carriers products, available only for direction vendor and product type international. Additionally, the points of interconnection routing priorities dialog shows the number of points of interconnection selected in the number of points of interconnection field. The new markers, period length and block length have been added to the limitation rule alert template. Period length is replaced with the period for which the stats are gathered, period length value in voice, routing, limitation rules, and block length is the period for which the traffic is blocked, period length value in voice, routing, limitation rules. They are replaced with the length of the limitation rule period and the block length respectively. The new reports have been added to the Reports interface. Recheck Traffic Vendor SMS, SMS stat, and Recheck Traffic Vendor Voice stats. They show the vendors that reject more traffic than defined in the report parameters. The new checkbox client blocks has been added to voice routing simulation. When selected, the user can perform simulation of calls from blocked clients. Previously, the user had to unblock a partner, which could result in the system processing incoming traffic from a client that should be blocked. Now, the comments marker, designed for the rate update letter HTML template, can be used both in the message body and the rate file. Previously, when using multiple lines delimited by the line break symbol, it worked correctly only in one of the locations, message body or rate file, and now it operates correctly in both. For better usability, a new toolbar has been added to the top of the page in Voice Analytics. Some tools from the middle of the page have been moved to the top. The fields in Voice, Rates, Rate Plan Creation, Rate Compilation have been slightly reorganized for user convenience. The new column margin has been added to Voice Active Calls. If the system sent a vendor balance or credit alert, it was received only by the account manager. Now it is also received by the email specified in the parameter Credit Alarm Default Email in Administration, System Settings, Financial module. The rates based on field in carrier's products have been made mandatory for product type International, US Domestic, and DID. The title of the page with rates is now displayed in the following format: file name, product, carrier name, product name, currency, direction. The page opens when clicking on the View link in the Details column or Waiting link in the Status column in the Tasks panel of SMS Rates Rate Import. Well, these are all technical details that we plan to describe in this video. Hopefully it was useful to you. In case you have any questions regarding the new version and the features that were not described here, you are welcome to contact our support team. If you have any suggestions regarding the channel development, we will be happy to get them at the following email. Check out our Facebook and LinkedIn pages to learn more about our life and business. See you in the next video!